Welcome everybody. This is Binge Play. Today we're just going to be talking about the fourth quarter of the year in gaming, and just talking about what games is coming out, games that's going to do well, what games might not do so well, and just do an overall wrap up of it, a little discussion. I'm your host, NJCheese, and let's get into it, man. Let's start from the top. We got one more week till September, and it's been really controversial between the Cyberpunk and the Battlefield shenanigans and everything that's even going on with YouTube and Angry Joe, and it's just been crazy. It's been a lot of drama in the gaming industry right now and the YouTube world. But let's start from the top. Destiny, their update, their new. I hate talking about Destiny, but they're coming out with new content. It's dropping September 4th. I'm not getting it. I'm not interested. Clearly, there are some dedicated fans, and there's people that are still keeping this game alive. I have no clue why. Um, so I'm not gonna spend much time on that. To be honest, good luck. Um, but September 7th, 2K19 and NBA Live is coming out. Why would they come out the same day? I don't know why NBA Live would compete with 2K, knowing honestly that's a losing battle. They're gonna lose anyway, but I don't know. It's just, and they actually introduced female characters, basketball players to the franchise, and that pretty much blew up the internet. So maybe they're moving in a better direction. Maybe they can put up more of a fight. Who knows? There might be some gamer girls out there that say, you know what, I want to play as a gamer, as a female in the game instead of buying 2K19 this year. I'm buying NBA Live this year, and I can't wait to see the statistics and see what the difference is, and if it made a difference, and if gamer girls is really gonna go out and buy it because you can play as a girl. It's interesting to see. And like I said, honestly, I think even with that edge that NBA is trying to do, I think that 2K will still um, pretty much destroy it. Um, we have LeBron James on the cover. I don't know how to feel about this. I feel like the Legends Edition should be for people who's retired. He did pay his dues. I understand that. But people who is retired, who legends, LeBron will be a legend, but he's still in the game. Like, whatever. I think they could have went with Magic. They could go with anybody. Actually, they could have went with Magic to keep that LA hype, that hype beast going on. But I don't know. I don't. Spider-Man. Marvel's Spider-Man. Um, this is going to be for, like I said, PlayStation exclusive. Gotta always be happy about that. Myself personally, I'm a PlayStation guy. That's just what I was raised on, and I won't convert. Maybe one day, just for streaming's sake. But listen, 21 suits. The Iron Spider-Man suit has been confirmed. Its ability hasn't been confirmed. Every suit is gonna have at least 21 suits confirmed. And they're saying with DLC, they'll probably throw in a couple more. Each suit is going to have an ability, a special ability, maybe a shockwave, maybe faster, more speed. It's going to actually be something that you can use um, in battles and all type of stuff. And each suit ability you'll be able to take from one suit. Like, let's say you like the black suit, but you like that Iron Spider-Man ability. I'm gonna take that ability, put it on the black suit, so you can really be the Spider-Man that you want to be. You know what I mean? Be an open world, a complete Spider-Man that you want. So that's cool. I really like that feature. That freedom. I like having that freedom because most games it would have been okay. This is the suit's ability, and that's it. Um, like I said before in the other video, they're gonna have tons and tons of villains. Mr. Negative and Valkyrie and Rhino and Shockwave, and it looks like Spider-Man is completely overwhelmed, but somebody comes to save him in the story mode trailer. At the end, when he's getting beat up by all the villains, somebody comes to save him. He looks up and somebody comes to save him. We don't know Everybody's saying it's Iron Man, but we don't know exactly. We don't know if the character is going to be playable. Hope so. This world is a different universe from the movie, so it's not necessarily, he doesn't really have that connection with Spider-Man. I mean, with Iron Man, like in the movie. So it might not be. And like I said, will that character be playable? We don't know. So the difference between the old Spider-Mans and this one is you'll actually be able to play basketball, take selfies, and interact with the people that's walking the streets. You actually be able to go to a rooftop party and interact, which is cool because on the old games it was always just people walking around. You might bump them and they say a little something, or people like, hey, that's Spider-Man. But it's going to be more interactive as far as you on the ground actually. You know what I mean? So that's going to be really cool. I can't wait to see. Um, Next game, I'm not really that excited about. Tomb Raider. I don't like how. Okay, I don't like how Tomb Raider. It was a PlayStation game. It was our thing. Like, and then they just started doing business with Xbox. Not understanding want to expand, but I feel like if any game should have been a PlayStation exclusive forever, it should be Tomb Raider. I mean, that's where the franchise was birthed from, and I really don't like that they're going to Xbox. So I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it. I might if I don't have anything to play around next like June, July when games aren't really coming out. But we'll see. And I want to see how these games match up against each other. Like I kind of like the battles between Spider-Man and Tomb Raider when games kind of come out close. Um, be advised, Spider-Man is coming out September 7th, and then a week later, Tomb Raider is coming out on September 14th. So we're gonna see if sales, if Spider-Man, I think they did the better move. I feel like if you're a game, you always come out first. So we're gonna see if that affects Tomb Raider sales. This is more smaller title. Life is Strange. I didn't play the first one, but I'm definitely thinking about playing it and then going into season 2, Life is Strange. I was hearing good things about it before. I just never was into it, and I really, it's so many people talking about it that I think I'm gonna actually buy it when I'm more, like I said, when I don't have anything to play. Let me think. Around, like I said, around June. June, July, and August is normally like not much to do in gaming, so we'll see. And that Life is Strange comes out on the 27th, so that's going to finish up the September games. Everybody, that's a wrap for September, and we're going to get into October, which is a huge controversial month. We're going to start that off with that's Assassin's Creed that's coming out on October 5th, and the Assassin's Creed games to me is real hit or miss. Um, Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. They constantly put them out, so it's like, oh, this one's good, oh, this one's not. Oh well, F it. So we'll get them on next go. So I don't know. It's gonna be a massive game, of course. I personally I do want to play it, but this one I think I'm gonna hold off and I'm gonna see what people are saying, what some of the reviews are, and I'm gonna let that happen first. And then if people are saying like, look, it's a really good game. I didn't like the last one. I played it for maybe 10 hours and then I was just like bored of it and I was just like, whatever. And I just stopped playing it. I waste so much money on not playing, completely finishing games. That's all I used to do. I get a game and I try to beat it as fast as I can. Now it's just hard for a game to hold my interest. But I have to give them credit. The game is going to be. They're saying the regular story mode is going to be 30 hours of gameplay. If you tack on the side missions, that's 50 hours of gameplay. They're saying. So we're gonna. I'm gonna wait on this one. Like I said, it's gonna start off October, which is a hot month. That comes out the 5th, and Mario Party comes out the 5th. But I do not have a picture for it. That's okay. And I'm thinking that honestly, Nintendo World, the world of Nintendo and the world of everything else has always been kind of separate. Oh man. So the Nintendo world, as far as it's always been on its own, it's always done its own thing, and it's never really played by the same rules. So Nintendo sales shouldn't hurt. PlayStation, Assassin's Creed, and Smash Bros. Coming out on the same day on the 5th shouldn't hurt each other. It's normally people who play Nintendo don't normally seem like they will play a little bit of everything, but not really. Like, I feel like Nintendo people don't see like, oh, Assassin's Creed's coming out, so I'm not buying this. I'm buying. So I think they shouldn't really conflict too much. WWE 2K19, that's coming out on the 9th. I'm not a WWE guy anymore. I used to have SmackDown and all the old games, but I stopped watching wrestling. I stopped playing it. But be advised for all the wrestling fans, WWE 2K19 is coming out on the 9th. Black Ops is our next biggest game. Everybody's going crazy for it because of the battle royale, the specialist. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it at all. I'm saying that here and now. I played the beta. I didn't enjoy it. Kill times took too long. I felt like a lot of the maps was pretty much the same, just reskinned. I didn't like that. I think a lot of specialists are OP. I think a lot of the perks and stuff you get is OP. You have one guy that can kill you through walls. Like, it's no effort. It's just a dying franchise, to be honest. And the sales keep dropping. Every year that this game comes out, the sales drop. So we're gonna see if it's gonna be any good. I mean, all we can do is wait. But while we're waiting, Battlefield. I've said it before. I want this game to win. I don't understand. Alright, so let's start from the top. Everybody knows the pre-order sales have been low for Battlefield, really low, but we didn't know how low compared to Call of Duty, which is a dying franchise, which means like that's bad. um, I believe 2 to 3 days ago, the numbers comes out that Battlefield is behind Call of Duty 85%, and investors are actually pulling out of the deals that they have with EA. It's not a good time. So then I said, man, like I want Battlefield to win. I mean, you gotta be honest, everybody have favorite games. Everybody have games they like more than other games. Like NBA Live and 2K19. So I was just thinking like, man, this is really bad. The thing is though, this game I'm thinking is gonna have to win the war. They're definitely gonna lose the battle. But I feel like what they can do is release a hell of a lot of free content, have a lot of free downloaded weekends, a lot of double XP weekends, release tons of content, and pretty much they just got to kill Call of Duty in the long game. It's gonna have to be about a marathon, not a sprint, because Call of Duty is just gonna win that already. The reason this game isn't doing well is one, people don't want to play the old school World War II shit anymore. We're over that, either in the future or modern. So people are already over that. Battlefront 1 and then 2 left a horrible taste in people's mouth, which which has a lot of gamers not trusting EA anymore. So I think that Battlefield, EA, they need to digress. They need to come back, take a little time. One, I don't. And another thing, before I say what I'm about to say, I don't understand why they feel the need to constantly compete and come out at the same time. Like, why do all these games come out at the same time? One of the things that Fortnite did well, they came out when nothing else was coming out. So I feel like Battlefield, if they would have came out June, July, the beginning of August, they would do better because people would have time to sit and enjoy it. It's some people that says Call of Duty or Battlefield. It's some people who say I'm getting both. It's some people that say I want to get both, but I'm not going to buy Call of Duty, then Battlefield, then Red Dead. So I think they should just say, you know what, let's do our own thing and just start releasing in June, July, or August. I say July. It's nothing wrong with releasing the beginning of July, letting people enjoy the game the whole month of July, the whole month of August. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that should be actually come out in June so people have 3 months to just enjoy it without having to wait for people to compete. Like, to compete with other games. Um, I don't know. I have no clue. I understand people think like come out like holiday time because people have money, Christmas gifts. F that. Come out in June and then hit people over the head with all these people paying for all these games. The people who can't pay for all these games come out free. Battlefield come out in June. Do a free weekend. The free download weekend in October. Boom. You win the game. People realize they're in love with the game. By the time other stuff come out, they don't even want to play it. We're gonna see, man. We have no clue what's gonna happen. I'm buying Battlefield. I'm not buying Call of Duty. I'm buying Battlefield and I'm buying our next game, Red Dead. Um, we already know Red Dead's gonna be crazy. Nobody can really compete with Red Dead. Like, we just know it's gonna be just a dope game. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be an open world. I believe they said it was gonna be something crazy like 20% bigger than Grand Theft Auto 5, and that's gonna be sick. It's gonna be plenty of wildlife, so you might be out there. You're gonna get attacked by bears, lions, alligators, snakes, all type of things. You'll be able to hunt those animals as well. Your horse can die permanent. Your clothes will start getting messed up. The weather will start changing. The day, of course, will go day to night to snow to rain. That's going to be sick. You might be in the desert, and I guess wherever, depending on where you travel, it might be a lot of snow, might be a lot of rain. That's going to be crazy. Everything from your guns starting to get chipped up from using them so much. Like, this game is just going to be sick. And Rockstar, like, much respect because they always get it right, and they always give you tons of content. Tons and tons of content. It's still DLC coming out for Grand Theft Auto, and that hasn't been out in who knows when. I forgot when that game came out. 2000, I don't know, 15 maybe 16. I don't remember. But listen, man, we already know if you have to buy a game and you're not gonna have money for a while, I would say Red Dead. That's what I would buy if I had to pick. If I had no more money from now to the rest of the year and they say pick one game, I would buy Red Dead because I'm gonna be able to play with my friends. I'm gonna be able to play the story mode. I'm gonna be able to play the multiplayer. The map is huge, and they're gonna be doing free DLCs. All you already know, they're gonna be doing hella free DLCs and stuff like that. But we already know. As far as all these games in the month of October, let's see. The month of October, Red Dead is the last one. That's winning, hands down. That's beating every game that month. Maybe for the rest of the year. So that wraps up the month of October. And let's jump into this game. The Walking Dead. The only reason it's on the list is because it just got pushed back. Right before, like a day ago. And I still wanted to talk about it. So this is no longer coming out in 2018. It's been officially pushed back to 2019. The Walking Dead Overkill, you know you're going to have 4 playable characters. You're gonna have your tactician, you got your medic, you got your ranger, you got your pretty much your melee character. This game, I think they didn't release why exactly they was pushing it back. They pretty much, the one thing that everybody's speculation and thought is when the cinematic trailers came out, this game, the trailers look crazy, which they're supposed to, but the trailers look amazing. Then E3 comes out and you see gameplay, and the gameplay was like up here. No, the gameplay was down here, and the cinematics was up here. Which normally cinematics is always pretty dope and crazy, but they kind of sort of not. They don't try to show you Avengers as a cinematics, and then come out with a movie or the gameplay is like some indie movie. Like, it's so far, the cinematics to the gameplay is so far apart that I believe that turned a lot of people off, and honestly it did turn me off a good amount. I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna buy this. I'm hoping they working on giving it a big graphics boost, because you can go on YouTube and look at the gameplay and then look at the cinematic trailer. Actually, look at the trailer and then look at the gameplay. You're gonna be like, what the F? Like, it doesn't even match up at all. At all. So I'm thinking they got a lot of backlash from that too, because a lot of people's like, oh, you trying to like fake us out. I see what you're trying to do here. And it didn't get received well by the people, by the gaming community at all. This is another game I would like to see win. As far as what they was talking about on E3, I liked it from being able to build settlements and stuff like that, and have your crew and play with your friends, and so. And another thing that was a big turnoff, it wasn't necessarily open world like everybody thought. Is so that like was not interesting. Like, that kind of took me out the game when I heard that and I seen how the maps and stuff was. Like, you're gonna be in a piece of DC, and then you do what you need to do, and then I don't know if you're gonna load out or whatever, and then you'll be loading out back to your base. Like, so that was a turn off. I thought it was completely like open world, and it's not. So that's a big negative to me. So we're gonna see, but I'll keep you posted on it, and when they actually release why they're pushing the game back, I will keep you posted. Next big game. Really, this game, I'm going to say, let me see, all in November. Alright, this is what I'm going to say. All in November, Walking Dead was supposed to come out. It got pushed back. Hitman 2, that's become a joke. That game has disappointed me and become just a game where you could kill people with fish, and it just never evolved to what it really could have been. Maybe one day they'll reboot the whole thing, but I don't know. For anybody that's a Hitman fan, it comes out November 13th. Spyro comes out November 13th. Oh shit, on the same day. So I wrote my notes, but I didn't realize it came out on the same day. For PlayStation people, that's gonna hurt. Some people, that one of those games are gonna be hurt. I honestly think people would rather play Spyro than Hitman, because Hitman is such a joke now. But I'm gonna keep y'all posted on that, because I don't know why they would come out on the same day instead of spreading it out, when November is a month where it's not much coming out. Besides Hitman and Spyro, the next big game that's taken over this month, as you can see right here, is Call of Duty 76. I mean, that's coming out, not Call of Duty 76. My apologies. Fallout 76, which comes out on the 14th. So that's right in the middle of the month. That game, fucking Fallout, I'm definitely buying. I played the last one. I never was a Fallout fan. Then June came around, I had nothing to play, and I brought the old one, and I played it, and I loved it. And I said, man, I'm going to get this, the next one, if it looks good. And it does look good. And now you can play online. And now you can play with your friends. And now you can have settlements, co-op settlements that all your friends can help you build. Y'all can all just build one big city if you want, which makes me excited because I like building the settlements. Things like that keeps me interested because, I can say, okay, I got my food here, I got this here, I've got this, and then you can assign people to different weapons. You know what I mean? Okay, you're going to be a gardener, you're going to be a defender. Defend the camp while I'm gone. So that's cool because one person can stay and defend. Maybe your strongest, you might want them defending. So if they get attacked, then you say, all right, I want all three of y'all to scavenge for more materials and more food or whatever the case. So that's going to be sick. The only thing that I don't like is people can nuke or destroy your settlement. I don't know if it's going to be, I'm assuming what would make sense is while you're playing, maybe your camp is open, but if I leave, if I build my settlement, and let's say I worked on this building all 2-3 hours on Sunday. I go to work on Monday and come home, and somebody's nuked my buildings and my settlement. I'm gonna be pretty upset. So I don't know how that works. But they said that to build your stuff back is going to be easy. You won't have to go through too much hassle building it all back together. Which I don't know. Again, they didn't release how they're going to do that. But honestly, Battlefield could have came out in the middle. Well, we'll talk about it. We didn't get into December. I'm getting into December right now. In December, is nothing much coming out. It's Just Cause, which is a fun game. You already know you can jump out of jets and do all type of craziness. It actually reminds me of that old school game, Mercenaries, from back in the day, PlayStation 3 days. So that's coming out. And one of the biggest games of the year, Super Smash Brothers. Smart on their part. They're coming out in December. And it's pretty much the only game coming out. Like, it's not many games, even independent games, small time. There's no AAA titles coming out. So that's smart on their part. They're going to be able to pretty much completely hold down the market. They're going to pretty much, people going to play that from December to January, January, February, when all the heavy hitters come back out. So at least December, you'll be able to sit and chill with this game, and then the beginning of January, that first 2 weeks, you'll still be able to hang out and enjoy the game before all the other stuff comes out. But that pretty much wraps up everything here. I guess I would say my biggest games on this list, I would say Red Dead is number 1, Fallout at number 2. I'm going to say Spider-Man as number 4, and I'm going to say Battlefield as number 5. Everybody, Battlefield, if you pre-order, the beta comes out September 4th for people who pre-order, and it's going to be open to the public September 6th, which is stupid to me still because now they're competing with Spider-Man coming out on the 7th. I don't get it. And as a gamer, I'm already a little pissed off about that because now I have to split my time between Spider-Man and Battlefield beta, which I'm going to spend more time on the Battlefield beta because I purchased Spider-Man already, so I have time to spend with it later on. But the initial, when you buy a game, it don't matter if you're an adult or a kid. When you first buy a game, you want to focus and play that game. You don't want to play a bunch of other games. Normally, of course, if your parents say, hey, you want me to buy 3 brand new video games, you're going to say, yeah, but you're going to focus on one, normally. But that pretty much wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy NJCheese. BingePLAY. Be on the lookout. I'm going to actually give y'all a date right now. September 4th. The first official episode of BingePLAY, episode 1, will be dropping. No, you know what? September 5th. September 5th, my bad. We will be dropping the official episode of BingePLAY. It will come out every week, every Wednesday. That's a lot of responsibility. But we want to give y'all consistency. And then the BP TV Tunes will come out every Thursday. We don't have times yet, but we have days. So stick with us If you want gaming, come by on Wednesday. If you want music, come by on Thursday. If you want both, I'll see you. We'll see you. We'll both see you. Me and the Night's Hero. But everybody, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what's your top 3 biggest games of the year. This was a fun one. Everybody, peace.